Hi, this is Josh Marshall from TPM Media. It's Thursday, October 18th, 2007, and this is episode 2 of our new weekly Campaign 2008 Roundup. You know, last week we told you how Mitt Romney is trying to block Rudy Giuliani's path to the Republican nomination by highlighting Giuliani's socially liberal positions on issues like abortion and then going to evangelical voters and telling them that they've got to coalesce around him, Mitt Romney, if Rudy Giuliani is going to be stopped. Now this week, Romney's new strategy seems to be bearing some fruit. You may remember Bob Jones University. That's the Christian fundamentalist university down in South Carolina. You may remember it from the 2000 election when then candidate George W. Bush made a notorious visit to the university, which has a history of racial discrimination and calls religions like Catholicism and Mormonism cults. Now, in 2000, the trip to Bobby Jones University helped Bush knock off John McCain and basically cinch the Republican nomination. Now, just this week, a guy named Robert Taylor, he's the dean of the College of Arts and Sciences at Bob Jones University. He came forward and endorsed Romney, basically buying into this idea that everybody's got to get behind Romney to stop Giuliani. And now, Bob Jones III, the president, appropriately enough, of Bob Jones University, has come forward and he too has endorsed Mitt Romney. Here's what Bob Jones said about Romney. This is all about beating Hillary, and I just believe that this man has the credentials, both personally and ideologically, in terms of his view about what American government should be to best represent the rank and file of conservative Americans. If it turns out to be Giuliani and Hillary, we've got two pro-choice candidates, and that would be a disaster. Now remember, Romney used to be pro-choice himself and used to be socially liberal on most issues. So what this is really coming down to, from Romney's side, he's coming forward and says, I will be a hypocrite and I will sacrifice all my dignity if you will allow me to be the Republican nominee for president. Now why is that? That's because Bob Jones, the guy whose nomination he just got, calls Romney's religion, Mormonism, a cult. Now, from the other side, Giuliani is picking up on this and saying to evangelical voters, listen, even though I'm pro-choice, at least I'm not a complete hypocrite and flip-flopper like Mitt Romney. Now, Giuliani has another pitch he's making to evangelical voters, and it's a pitch about his extreme hawkishness on the Middle East. What Giuliani is saying to evangelical voters is basically this: sure, you may think my policies are going to lead to the killing of fetuses, but I'm going to make up for that with all the people that get killed in the wars I'm going to launch in the Middle East. Now, what is this all leading to? It's leading to the big showdown between Mitt Romney and Rudy Giuliani, and that's happening this weekend because this weekend is the Family Research Council's Values Summit taking place down in Washington, D.C. Gets started Friday and it runs through the weekend. Both Romney and Giuliani are going to make appearances and make their pitch to evangelical voters. Bear in mind, Tony Perkins, who in addition to being the name of that guy who was in that horror movie ages ago, is also the head of the Family Research Council that's sponsoring this event. He's already said Giuliani just is a non-starter as a Republican nominee, and James Dobson, preeminent evangelical political leader who's basically the kingpin behind the Family Research Council, has said the same thing. No Giuliani, absolutely no way. So Giuliani's really going into the lion's den when he makes his appearance Friday morning. So is Mitt Romney going to seal the deal as the champion of evangelical voters around the country and derail Rudy Giuliani's path to the Republican nomination? Check back to our episode next week and we'll let you know what happened. I'm Josh Marshall from TPM Media, and we'll talk to you next week.